It's very early here, as
It's
you
late
know.
morning and it's early morning where you are.
Early morning where I am. So when we're having our
Mhm.
podcast, if it's going to be this time, it's going to
Mm.
be very interesting. So as
Wow.
it's winter, it's going to be dark. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like 6 o'clock in the morning here.
Mm.
Anyways, we're
Mm-hmm.
trying our
Mm-hmm.
podcast. And we're going to
Yes.
introduce ourselves and let people
Yes.
know who we are and what we're going to be talking about. So I'll introduce
Absolutely.
first. My name
Okay.
is Susanna. Susanna Rose Georgina King. It's a long name. Just Susanna is fine. My other name is Rashida, but we'll just go with Susanna. And what can I tell you? So I am a almost finished health coach, integrative nutrition health coach, and I have to thank my sister who actually introduced me to the program, which is awesome. Health coaching is basically just helping people on their health journey, facilitating change. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
be doing that. That's my other job. And also, I am a fitness trainer. So I do fitness classes with ladies via Zoom. So that's what I do. That's my life in the health world.
That sounds fantastic. Well, I wanted to actually ask you, listening to
Mm.
your introduction, what got you interested in nutrition and health and coaching?
Well, for the fitness portion of it, I've always had a almost obsessive relationship with fitness for years. Like I'd say over probably more than 20 years. And now finally, I've actually just got the certifications to go with what I really love to do. I just love to work out. I mean, I won't tell you my nickname that people call me. It's
It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out at some point.
exactly. I don't know if it's appropriate for the people who don't know
The
me, but
intro.
the intro. But yeah, this the fitness and the focus on fitness is really important. But learning through the integrative health program is that everything has to be balanced.
Yes.
So even though I really love fitness, there has to be a point where I have to love to rest. And this is where we talk about rest and relaxation, meditation, and how important it is. So, okay, that's my intro, sis.
I love that. I
On to
love that,
you.
sis. I love your
On to
intro.
you.
And I wanted to say the name of our podcast is Wise Lily Rose. And we'll
Yeah.
tell you guys about the name in one of the up and coming um, podcasts. But be sure to follow us on Instagram, give our
Mm-hmm.
YouTube a subscribe and like to help us grow the community that we dream of, a community
Mm-hmm.
where we
Our
help
tribe.
and we learn
Mm-hmm.
and we all students just trying to help each other. So as
Right.
for me, my name is Akila Kaur. I am, well, I haven't actually thought about my introduction, but I thought more about why I was guided to this podcast, to starting this podcast. And my why is very big. My
Mm.
why is I was diagnosed 2 years ago with leukemia, CML, and that was the first moment in my life when I realized that I wasn't really taking care of myself in all aspects to the best of my ability. And I
Mm.
think a lot of us can relate to this. Our lives get busy, or we start putting other people
Right.
first. And as my, I don't want to say my therapist, but as a friend says, we bet on other people in our lives and we let ourselves go.
Right.
And we can only do that to a certain point, and then your
Mm.
body starts talking. Because your body doesn't lie. And my
Mm.
body landed me in hospital, and I will never forget that day. I I thought to myself, why did I not, if this is it, if this is where
Mm.
my exit is, why did I not put all that love and compassion and drive into myself? And that was the
Right.
moment that I started this journey. And I went home and I
Mm.
started doing a lot of unlearning, I would say, Suze.
Mm.
A lot
Mm.
of
Yeah.
unlearning. And
Mm.
I started like researching um, everything, juicing.
Mm.
Of course, you just go down this rabbit hole.
Right.
But 2 years on, the thing that really stuck with me was the meditation, which has helped me actually discover more of who I am when there's no
Mm.
noise. and who I want to be. So it's all
Good.
about growing. It's all about learning. My sister Susanna, like you've inspired me in a
Mm,
huge way. You've been my trainer now, my trainer for 2 years.
yeah.
And that was also look at the guns, guys. Hello.
Guns, man.
And that inspired me to also that's self-love.
Oh,
Self-love is
love, love.
getting yourself the support, the right support. And I have the beautiful support of my sis. I have the beautiful support of so many people, but it gets you to where you want to go. So that's a
That's
little bit about my journey. Yeah.
That's interesting. Thanks, sis,
Mm.
and for sharing. And you know what? It just
Mm.
made me realize I was talking about the things that I was doing, but yeah, we have to talk about our health issues and I shouldn't say issues, our health,
Journey, health
health
journeys.
journey. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and as you were saying with the leukemia and how that's helped you to discover who you are, to discover the focus and the grounding of self. You
Yes.
didn't mention about being a Reiki practitioner, sis,
Oh, I
because that is
didn't.
something.
I didn't.
Mm,
Okay, I will. It's weird. That's where that comes in where you just like, can I say this publicly? Not
yeah.
not can I say this publicly, but like, am I ready for like I don't even have a website. I don't have a Instagram. I don't have all of those things because the truth is, this is the truth. This is the hard truth.
Mm,
When
mm,
I went for Reiki, I never saw myself as a practitioner. I did it because I knew that
mm.
I needed it and I couldn't pay $90 every time I needed a session. That's the wallah, that's the truth. So I thought I need to do the course.
Wow. Okay.
but
I love
but
it.
that's just my honest truth. But
Mm,
funnily enough, as soon as I did the course and I'm kind of going off tangent,
mm,
but I realized, yes, I would love to share this with others. Like
mm,
I would love to share the healing power of Reiki and the beautiful energy
mm.
and so now I just need to find the confidence in myself to be able to speak on that. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. And I think as we talk about this and process of it's interesting, it's health and it's also I want to say problem and cause or problem and solution, if that's a good way,
Mm.
because we all have different issues. I mean, you mentioned with the leukemia, for me, I have diabetes, but I'm going to say I don't have diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to claim it that I'm out of diabetes, but I
Yes.
was diagnosed with diabetes. I want to say now it's more than 20 years. Actually, when a person
Wow.
is insulin resistant,
Mm.
you actually have it for years prior to having full-blown diabetes type 2.
Mm.
So as a child, I had a lot of the symptoms of it, but didn't know what it was. And so now realizing when I was, as I said,
Mm.
2000 is when I found out.
Mm.
But good thing is
Mm.
that a lot of the things that we're finding out about different things that are considered conditions or illnesses can be
Mm-hmm.
reversed. We just need
Yes.
to find the right combination of things. So I
Yes.
mean, as we said, with this podcast and the different topics we're going to discuss, and as you mentioned, meditation, the grounding, and a lot of people associate meditation with religion and with belief systems, so they, veer away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like that. Meditation can be done as what we're going to do with everybody, just
Yes.
meditation, practicing proper breathing, practicing relaxation, because
Yes.
your nervous system. And the thing is, the issue is our nervous system, we're always running on empty,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Absolutely.
Running on empty all the time. So we
Mm-hmm.
need to learn how to replenish, restore, to set us up, get our body like, literally turn the computer button off and turn it back on.
Yes.
And that's what
Yes.
we're going to do with our, not with the podcast. Podcast is going to be the conversation, but with the relaxation
Mm.
and the meditation is to learn to reset.
Absolutely, sis. I agree
Yeah.
100% that it
Mm,
starts in your mind, right? Like
mm,
what your mind puts into place, your body follows. So they're
right.
working together. And when you
Mm,
can think about a goal can always
mm,
just be a goal. Like New Year's is coming up. This is when people write a lot of like, I want to be skinny, I want to be 50, I want to be whatever.
mm,
But the
mm,
truth is, and I'm quoting from James Clear's Atomic Habits. If anyone's
mm.
read that, sis, have you read that book?
No, but I will.
So, so he says a goal is nothing without putting systems in place.
Right.
And I think, sis, you can
Mm.
agree. I had the goal of becoming stronger, losing weight. And
Mm.
my sis made me 9:30. Korea, her side, it was 4:30, 3:30 in the morning.
3:30, yeah.
That was our system. And now I have these guns. I'm not going to show this off in the podcast, by the way.
Show
But
them, that's
now-
fine. There's nothing wrong with showing them.
But now, so we need the proper systems, we need the proper knowledge. And
right.
I feel like this podcast is going to be that platform to share what we've learned and also learn from bringing other people on board to
Right.
have discussions, to open up the fact that we're all just trying to heal. That's the bottom
Yep.
line.
We're all trying to heal. That is it, sis. I think that's great. You know what, sis? Let us leave rest for next week so we
Mhm.
can get into it. But I think this was a good way of getting people to know what we're talking about, having
Okay.
an idea of where we're at. So we'll see you guys every 2 weeks on the podcast, and then every other week will be the meditation. So as I said, as sis mentioned, please subscribe and follow
Like.
us and and let's go on this journey together.
Yeah, and leave us
Okay.
some beautiful comments or not so beautiful, whatever you're feeling, leave it down there and we'll respond in one way or another. And
Great.
yep, this
All right.
is Wise Lily Rose over and out.
Wise Lily Rose, over and out. See ya.
That was dumb. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing?
You stop the recording, sis. We need to